the blood downward, and automatically it will coming up. That means it will form the blood circulation, not just blood circulation. In this way, you sit, it will generate the qi. The qi is a kind of internal energy. If you have qi, it will open the meridian and acupoints. Once that acupoint and meridian open, your immune system will improve. At the same time, the qi will harmonize your internal organ. Well, the qi goes to your skin, and then you look like younger. Okay? And then always keep practice, same time, same place at your home regularly. I can tell you the best, you start at 5 minutes first, and then 10 minutes, and then go to 20 minutes for each day. It will prolong your life. Each time you make that kind of meditation or stand meditation, it will just like put your money or invest money in your bank. The name of the bank named Good Health. Thank you. Last year we'll talk something about the mind aspect.
The psychological benefits of meditation. One way that you may all be able to relate to this is, let's take for example, stress. Okay. Let's imagine that stress is this fireball that we have in our hearts. Normally, the way that the human mind attempts to distance itself from stress, the way it tries to solve it, cure it, suppress it, often they end up being just quick fixes at best. And maybe sometimes it may actually make the stress worse. In other words, it's almost as if the way we try and deal with stress is like we're adding fuel to this fire, and in the end the fire just gets bigger. Meditation has a very different quality to it. When we begin to extend meditation into our everyday lives, we begin to create a space within ourselves. A space within which that fireball of stress can be allowed just to be, just as it is. We don't do anything with it, actually. We just allow it to be unconditionally with us. Maybe this sounds very counterintuitive, and at first it seems to be. But it turns out that when we are experiencing strong emotions, if we can exercise some stillness in the midst of those emotional storms, we discover something very peculiar. The storm, the fireball, it just naturally dissipates and disappears. And so this is one of the benefits of meditation, that we are able to work creatively with our emotions that we experience in daily life. But there's something else. When we allow ourselves that space in which to experience, to just feel our emotions unconditionally, something happens inside. Some very interesting alchemy. That marriage between stillness and activity, something happens. And in the process, something unprecedented reveals itself within us. And so, along with being good for our mental health, I have experienced that meditation is also a pathway to greater self-understanding.
Thank you, Ashley. Thank you, Henry, for sharing your knowledge and experience with all of us. We'll actually talk about the fireball, how to deal with the fireball, our wild thoughts, uncontrollable thoughts, and how to handle that with stillness and then with the movement is the next thing we're going to talk about. That's the yin-yang energy in all of us, as in the universe. What's on the screen? The Tai Chi chart, or you say the Tai Chi icon, or the Tai Chi logo. I'm sure all of us have seen it. It's made up of a pair of yin and yang fish to symbolize energy in the universe, movement and tranquility in a never-ending cycle. Notice the black fish has a white eye, and the white fish has a black eye. Movement creates yang. When yang reaches its limit, it creates tranquility of yin. Yin and yang, two opposite polarities, exist in a perfect unity to engender numerous manifestations, day and night, male and female, positive and negative, all unities of opposite polarities. Perfect interdependence, like the yin-yang fish, perpetually shifting, continuously intermingling, creating 5 elements in the universe: water, fire, metal, wood, and earth. Ancient Chinese call these elements qi. The 5 qi diffuse its own energy to reach harmony. So reversal is the movement of the Tao. From movement to tranquility, from tranquility to movement. Submit to yin and embrace yang. Each become the source of the other. This is the core concept of Taoism. To best illustrate how yin and yang, as natural forces in the universe, interact with each other in a never-ending cycle in order to achieve harmony, Henry and Ashley will demonstrate Tai Chi pushing hands. Pay attention to their physical position. They stand as opponents from opposite directions. They wish each other well. They intermingle freely. Shifting constantly, giving in to the opponent. Ashley, dressed in white, as yang. He initiates the movement and submits to yin. Henry, dressed in black, symbolizes yin. He embraces yang like a water, directing the force to tranquility intermingling. They share energy. They share power. Sometimes it actually pushes Henry harder. Henry redirects the energy, neutralizes its force, and he gives back to his opponent. Sometimes one of them is off balance, but sooner or later, they achieve harmony with a soft landing. Just as nature restores its order, follow Lao Tzu's teaching, follow the Tao. Best to be like water. Best not push the river. Are you mesmerized? Enjoyed it?
Yeah.
Thank you. We now want to invite volunteers from the audience. Would you like to try push hands with the Tai Chi master hand?
We will come down to the audience now.
Okay.
And if anybody would be interested in trying to push Henry, who represents water,